Right guys, this next act, it's his first ever gig, despite the fact he's been in the Comedy Society for a lot longer than I have. He's a time traveller, he might be the Doctor or he might be a Dalek. Either way, he spends a lot of time with a plunger on his face. It's Ben Jenkins!
Evening. Right. Seeing as it's a stand-up gig, I'd like you all on your feet, and I'm not kidding. Seriously. Up you get. Come on. I'm standing up. It's not fair. Come on. Right, now, if we work together, this won't last too long, okay? So don't fuck this up, yeah? Okay, so I'm pretty negative overall. I'm quite a pessimist, and, you know, there's a lot to moan about in this country, but recently, I think since maybe 2012, you know, Team GB, the Olympics, all this amazing patriotism, I've realised, you know what? There is some good stuff out there. So I would like us, for the UK, to get a nice bit of a chant going, okay? So when I say, give me a letter, you'll shout that letter back at me and really punch the air like you really care about something, even if you don't give a shit about this country, okay? So, give me a G. G. Give me an R. R. Give me an E. E. Give me an A. Give me a T. T. What have we got so far? Great. Yes, that's right, Great Yarmouth! Right, okay, don't fuck up. Fuck's sake, right. I'll try again. This time, don't screw it up, okay? Give me a G. G. Give me an R. R. Give me an E. E. Give me an A. Give me a T. T. What have we got so far? Great. Exactly, Greater Manchester, for fuck's sake! Right. One sec, okay. By the way, I can see the look you're all giving me. No, I don't have my notes on stage. I just like to read. Fuck off. Yeah, we can be pretty selfish in this country, to be fair. So much so... Yes, shit, I didn't even realise. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, I fucked that 3 times, hat-trick. Of course you can, sorry. Yeah, we can be pretty selfish in Britain. And I remember a few months ago, don't know if you remember this, there was some pretty bad weather. That's understating it. Very bad weather in a continent far away from here. And the news were reporting it as they normally do. They were giving all the blood and gore, everything, you know? People dying, houses destroyed, and we don't give a shit, do we? We just look at that and we think, oh, that's a shame. But then they tag along at the end, just as we've lost interest, just tag a little bit on the end. And by the way, it's gonna be a bit windy here. Oh, shit! Fuck! Barricade the windows, lock up your kids! Don't bloody hell erect the sandbags, remain indoors! Yeah, so we can be pretty over top in Britain. I wouldn't know, personally, but we can be. And my favourite piece of being OTT in this country has got to be cigarette packets. I love cigarette packets. I don't personally smoke, but whatever, you can if you want to, but cigarette packets are wonderful. You know what I'm talking about, those gruesome images doing everything they can to say, don't pick me up, don't buy me. And yet you still do. So why don't we go further? Why don't McDonald's take a leaf out of their book? I think, I've got this dream, you know? I can just picture on every Happy Meal, dead kids, bundled, pile of dead kids, corpses, with Ronald McDonald looming over in the background, spunking mayonnaise onto their fucking evaporating souls. Anyway, we love food in this country as well, not necessarily McDonald's, but we love food over here. Reminds me of a time actually, several years ago, when my brother, he must have laced my alphabeti spaghetti with laxatives. Talk about verbal diarrhea. Sorry, no, sorry, that is really bad. But I did have the shits. So. Thank you. Yeah, puns. We all have puns, don't we? When is a courtroom a courtroom? Session. Yep. Also when it justice. Yeah, all right. These ones I may or may not have written at Christmas time, but I'll give them to you anyway. We're not. Who is the greatest Christmas singer of all time? This isn't trivia, by the way. This is just a joke. That's why I'm here. Yeah, who's the greatest Christmas singer of all time? Brilliant, thanks for that. Michael Bublé. I know it's not Shakin' Stevens. I would also accept Bruce Springsteen, but it's up to you. Anyway, oh, another Christmas joke, sorry. What is the Christmas capital of France? Paris, you fucking morons. But seriously, who has got this audience in here? Unbelievable. Why would the capital of a country change based on this season? Never mind. Anyway, yeah, my first ever proper holiday outside of the UK was actually in France. I had a lovely time, and I remember vividly, we hired some bikes as a family with some friends, and we had a really peaceful bike ride along the coastline. And it was lovely, you know, these are These are the memories we cherish for years. These are the memories we want to have in our photo albums. Things we want to take to the grave. And I looked ahead of me, and I could see what looked to be some naked old people. And I thought, nah, it can't be, can it? It can't be. Why would there be naked old people on this beach on this lovely day, on this lovely holiday? And of course, it was indeed an OAP nudist beach. And I kid you not, until 2 weeks ago, I genuinely believed that elderly women had 3 belly buttons. Weak, aren't I? So France is all right. I mean, you know, well, no, it's not actually. France is great because of the food, croissants, baguettes, everything. But I'm not a fan of the toilets, the country itself, or the people. That's a joke. I'm not actually being racist about France. But yeah, I can prove to you that everybody in the entire world, no matter what country they are, no matter what race, is racist. I can prove it to you. I'm not going to try and force your opinion to change, but I've worked it out. I've got a little algorithm, and so I'm going to present you the facts, and you can make what you will of it, okay? So what you do, you talk to someone you know, be it in person or Facebook chat, doesn't matter, whatever you kids do these days, I don't know. And you tell them you fully intend on becoming Hitler version 2.0. Be as serious as you possibly can. I know it's difficult, but put it across. And say that your first thing to do, naturally, inevitably, would be to wipe out all the Jews. You're very serious, you want to wipe out the Jews. Now, leave a pause, not long enough for them to be disgusted, to spit on you, whatever, but leave a pause, see their face, and quickly add, and the dog. And I guarantee you their response every time, why the dog? No one cares about Jews. So, you know, it's your decision. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just saying the facts are there. There we go. Speaking of racism, I remember seeing a few years ago on Comic Relief, they'd carted over some white man, as they normally do, to Africa to pretend they give a shit, to look really condescending and say, yeah, it is really bad for you. Look at my fucking expensive trousers. And can't remember who it was now, genuinely I can't, but they were raising, I think they were generating money for schools, you know, which fair enough, education in Africa, that's a good thing to be doing. And this man, after he delivered quite a nice little speech actually, he screws it up royally. At the very, very end, he says, come on everybody, let's raise the roof. And I couldn't help but think, firstly, let's raise some bloody funds, and secondly, what roof? Yeah, anyway, speaking of racism again, see, apparently there's a lot of racism in this set. My mum is from Norfolk, which is unfortunate for her. We really haven't got a clue what other races are over there, but hey, bless her. My dad is also from Wales, so I get a lot. Yes, in response to your questions, my nan is a sheep, and yes, I have had sex with her. Any more questions, for fuck's sake? Great. So my parents, they're a mixed bag. My dad, he's a very intelligent man, he really is. He's a very accomplished teacher. That's all well and good, but like many other men with families, he's absolutely abysmal in the kitchen, and I swear down, he's the only person in the world who could burn the washing up. How does that even work? I don't get it. My mum, she's polar opposite. She's quite cold and distant, really. And by that I mean she's 6 feet underground, somewhere in the middle of Norfolk. She's alive. My mum is alive and well. She's a lovely lady. Yeah. Okay. Funny story, actually. I was very nearly named Barnaby. Thank God I wasn't. It's a strange name. Not terrible. There are some names, though, that I feel are completely inappropriate for small children. Keith and Kevin, right? I love those names. They crack me up every time I hear them. So if there's any Keiths and Kevins in the audience, I'm sorry, but I doubt there is. Because I've never met a single person under the age of 30 who's called Keith or Kevin. I know people over probably 50 called Keith or Kevin, but no one under that. So how the hell? How has this happened? I can't understand. Why have they not killed themselves? I don't understand. I really don't. But never mind, eh? There are worse names, though, than Keith and Kevin. With Keith and Kevin, you can probably get away with Kez. Kez isn't too bad. It's a bit twattish, but hey. However, there is one inescapable name, and that's Gertrude. Because no matter what you do with Gertrude, you are fucked. Fancy being Gertie? No. Trudy? No thanks. I can shoot myself no. Yeah. Speaking of other things I don't like. Rooney. Is there anything more Neanderthal in football than Rooney? Shit, sorry, yeah, Wayne Rooney, never mind. One last joke before I really bore you all. And this is a true story. Like they all have been. All of them have been true. Just this one is especially true. Spam emails seem to always come up in comedy. Normally it's about Nigerian businessmen, or it might indeed be about penis enlargements. And had I been telling this joke last night, I would have genuinely said to you, I've never come across any of these. I've never received a spam email, so I don't know why comedians do this. But last night, I did indeed receive an email asking if I wanted a penis enlargement, and I thought, well, I mean, I'm content with my 1-inch wonder, I'll be all right. So I clicked decline, went to bed, all's nice, all relaxed. I wake up in the morning, and there is this ginormous, throbbing cock in the bed. No, Dad, not again! No, now, I have a theory, because I'm sure I clicked decline. But what must have happened, as I did so, the message went straight to my junk. Bye.
Subscribe.
Facebook,
Twitter.